Crypto influencers are starting to talk about the forbidden word, dumping.
That's right, I'm selling everything.
No, unfortunately, the title of this video is not clickbait. With what we're seeing in the market right now, with what I'm seeing in the market right now, you need to seriously be thinking about selling.
This is an important thing to start to think about when the market starts to get euphoric. And the market is euphoric right now. We've had obviously big news with the ETF, the Bitcoin ETF. We've got an Ethereum ETF that is coming up. But I want to remind you this, that anytime you get a bull run, it gets so exciting, everyone says the same thing. This time it's different. This time we're going straight to $1 million. This time we're going to pump forever. So it's important to have a sober mind when you're looking at this and asking yourself, how high can the price go? Now, I do not think that this is a time to start selling. Now, and if you do watch the videos that a lot of these influencers are making, they go deeper and explain that it's probably not the right time to start selling. Now, the two reasons for this is this. The two reasons which make this a really complicated question, right? I'm going to talk about those now. The first one is that historically, the Bitcoin has moved in 4-year cycles. So we know exactly, if you're following the 4-year cycle, you know exactly where the bear market is going to, around the range of where the bear market bottom is. You also know the range of how long the bull run is going to last. So you know those two things. Now, there's something that is different about it this time, right? And those are dangerous words. This time it's different. And it's that we seem to be accelerating the pace of price growth. And that means that you start to question, are we going to have the same 4-year cycle? How long will this bull run last? Because if you look at previous bull runs, we are at a point where we are still supposed to have over 12 more months of number go up. The price is supposed to continue to pump for 12 more months. But at the pace of which we are pumping, because the second thing you got to think about is this. In the crypto space, we are now at a stage of diminished returns for Bitcoin. And if Bitcoin is already at all-time highs right now, and then how high can it go? If we have diminished returns, we already know that if we look at the previous run, right, the 2017 top was 20,000, and then the next top 21 was 69,000. Now the next stop is supposed to be 4 more years, which is supposed to be 2025, which is supposed to be, if you're taking a look at from 20,000 to 69, it's about 3.5x. Now, if the gains are diminished, you're supposed to get less than 3.5x in 2025. That means that we are definitely much higher than we could be. Now, having said that, we could see some volatility, some pullbacks that drive us back down and then start grinding back to the upside. We could see a very volatile year, but I think that there is a big chance that we might see the top in 2024 instead of 2025, looking at the pace at which we're moving at right now. Because if we see the price will potentially most likely continue to pump in the rest of this month, and then next month is when obviously we might see a buy the rumor, sell the news for the Bitcoin halvening, and then after that we should see a dip, and then we should start just grinding back sideways and then grinding back to the upside. That's how I'm looking at the market. But if you look at these two things that have historically always happened, the things that have historically always happened, and now it seems that they might not happen, it might seem like this time is different, but again, those are dangerous words. What I think the best thing to do is this, is not to say I'm getting out of the market, like what some people are starting to tease, but to say that I'm sticking to the market, but if I'm working on my time analysis, I'm going to maybe try and tweak it a little bit so that it's a take profit as we get closer to 2025 and into 2025, or it's because if you're going to wait for 2025 and with the way that the price is accelerating right now, 2025 might be a year of. But hey, here's the thing, right? The good thing is this though, that whatever the case happens, if we see a top this year, next year prices will most likely be a lot higher than they are right now. So my top price for Bitcoin has always been below 100,000. Now guys, okay, I'm going to shift it a little bit. But it's still around that range. I think if you're looking at 90,000, going up to about 120, 130, somewhere there, those are my top numbers for Bitcoin. And so those are still my numbers. Now, it's hard to hold those numbers given where we are right now and given how bullish the market is. But I gotta say this, I remember in the previous cycle, there was a talk of the most famous thing in the space was stock to flow model, right? Everyone said the stock to flow model changes everything. It means that Bitcoin will never go down again. The 4-year cycle is dead. We have forever moon. Number go up every single day, forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. And I don't think that this time is different. I don't think that we are back. I haven't drank the stock to flow Kool-Aid for this run. Now, the stock to flow Kool-Aid for this one is probably the ETF news. It's probably the state adoption, institutions coming in, and all that stuff. These are really compelling narratives, but I'm gonna stick to those numbers. I'm looking at between 90,000 and 120,000, and those are my predictions. Let me know what your predictions are for Bitcoin in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you again next time.